Hi, this is Congressman Luetkemeyer with another edition of Blaine Buzz. Thanks for joining us this week. Just wanted to comment a little bit with regards to one of the hearings that we had today. We had the Federal Reserve Chairman Bernanke, who was our only witness and made his semi-annual trip to the Hill to discuss the monetary policy of the Federal Reserve and the economy as a result of that monetary policy for the past 6 months. And so it's kind of interesting to hear his discussion with regards to the quantitative easing, which is for the Fed to go out and purchase huge sums of bonds and securities and continue to try and flood the economy with money to be able to keep interest rates down, and in doing so hopefully spur the economy and the housing market to get picked up and start getting back on track. You know, my concern is that if you look at other countries that have tried this, you look at Japan, for instance, they wound up with 200% debt to GDP. We're at 100 right now, and they're at 200, and they did this. We're doing the same things as what they're doing, only 10 years prior to where they are now. And you look at what's happened. They have had stagnant growth. They have weak industry, weak financial institutions, and an economy that is actually going backwards in the last 3 quarters. So I don't know that this works. You look at China. China now has 200% debt to GDP. Most of their debt is all private debt versus public debt. But again, they're doing the same thing. They're flooding their market with dollars. They're spending more of the dollars on themselves and for infrastructure things. So it's a little bit different, but yet they're in the same place. And one of the op-eds here in the local paper indicated that they used to get $1 worth of growth for every $1 worth of debt. Now it's $3 worth of debt for every $1 worth of growth. So you can see that their growth is slowing. They're having trouble maintaining it, and in order to get them growth to continue, they've got to throw more debt in there. And so that in itself makes it, I think, a very highly leveraged situation. And so today I asked the Federal Reserve Chairman about that. He didn't seem to be too concerned, thought that our situation was quite a bit different than the other two, which I tend to disagree with him, but that's his opinion, obviously. And then the next question I asked was, well, how are you going to get out of this mess? Has there ever been a country that has unwound itself from what has gone on, like Japan and China and even some of the countries in Europe? And basically there's nobody that's done it. They have some ideas on how they're going to unwind this, but again, it's going to be trial and error, and hopefully they won't find the error in their trials. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of economic chaos. So I'm very concerned about the direction that the Fed is taking our country and our economy. While pumping in all this money seems to prop up the stock market, I think it's a false prosperity that we have in the stock market, and I'm very concerned that whenever they stop doing this, you're going to see things go the other way. So again, if you have some questions on this, don't hesitate to give our office a call. Being on financial services, these are things that we work on every day. Some of it keeps me up at nights, but we're going to continue to work on it and look forward to your questions. So look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.